And it looks like they're getting right into it on Smashville. Looking at more Diddy and Corrin.
All right. But this is going to be a very different Corrin. Frozen, really a different animal from what Numbers' Corrin is. Numbers' Corrin, he has very good fundamentals, but it feels like he most tries to exploit like Corrin's cheese, the sort of the weird quirky stuff that she can do. Frozen is sort of has the all-rounder Corrin. He really knows how to play this character, and I think that the biggest difference we're going to see between Frozen and Numbers as Corrin is the ledge guarding, which I mentioned Numbers wasn't really doing so much of. Frozen, really, it's stellar. It's terrifying to be on ledge against a Corrin like him. So let's see if he can even get Diddy off stage to get that started, though. Oh my god, the pressure, and he has no jump, and he's back on ledge, and his ledge invincibility runs out. That's it. Wow. He keeps going! He keeps going! My lord! All right, and
we're just seeing an all-out aggression from both of these players right now.
Yeah, this is completely different from what we saw with Numbers.
Frozen a more tried-and-true style of Corrin, but also well known here in the city for having really optimized what the character is able to do in the neutral. It has an excellent understanding of what Corrin brings to the table, even in a bad situation. And Dill, really feeling comfortable hot off that match with John Numbers, knowing at least what tools Diddy can use that can make the most of the situation. Because
oh wow, and the up air doing it.
Frozen's gonna do that. You're gonna up air, nair, a lot of tools that are just gonna outspace Diddy Kong, and that's where Diddy Kong's at his weakest when you're trying to outspace him in close quarters. But
yeah,
you put him in a peanut pop gun's distance.
Oh, that was
let him get his banana,
good.
And you let him slide right in for that up smash.
Yeah,
only having 4% locked on.
Wow, that was super solid of Dill. He lost that first stock, and he was like, yeah, but it's not going to make that much of a difference. Look at this, he already has the lead again. Oof. Yeah, I'm loving, you can also, in this sort of matchup, the difference between Numbers and Frozen, you can also see the versatility that Dill has. He can play this extremely patient, sort of campy game, or he can just go ham. Look at this, he's constantly getting up in Frozen's face, putting this pressure on. Oh, that could be big, though. Manages to get out his shield in time.
He's just too late to respond with the pin, and it just put him in a bad situation because now he's sitting at the ledge, and even though he's got banana on deck, he's going to have to face an assault of peanuts.
We have the up throw up air. Woo! Again. Yeah, these two players are... It seems like I mean, Diddy Kong is, of course, a character that really excels in neutral. It's one of his biggest... He arguably has the best neutral in the game. People sort of, they go back and forth between Diddy, Sheik, or Sonic have the best neutral in the game. But regardless, we're really seeing that right now where it's just... Oh! But the punish game on Corrin!
We're seeing a Diddy that just got eaten up.
And the two, they're smiling at each other. They're long-haired bros. Oh my god, she's looking tangled up there. Yeah, so that was actually really, that's kind of what Corrin has to do in that matchup, is Corrin is going to get bopped in neutral, bopped in neutral, bopped in neutral, but as soon as Corrin gets that hit, he needs to optimize every, love tap. It is to be, at that point, he got, a down tilt, which is, at that percent, what's down tilt really going to do for you? Well, he's going to read an air dodge and kill him at 90 is what he's going to do. And
bringing us right into game 2, Frozen's already looking to try and run hot off that momentum, but Dill's looking for the turnaround right away.
Is that always true? Down throw, down air?
I feel at certain percentages it is.
Okay.
Because I know that is a particular setup for Diddy players, but I don't know the percentages. I don't play that monkey. But stage control handily in Dill's favor again.
Oh, the banana! I was thinking that he's about to get hit, and then all of a sudden he's whoop, just dropping it behind him. The ultimate mix-up.
See, that's one thing I love watching out of a lot of Diddy Kongs. Even though a lot of Diddy players have different styles, they integrate his tools differently in their play. And that's just a matter of player preference. The amount of times you could be reverse utilizing Diddy Kong's specials in the air and how much movement they give him is just, it's beautiful to watch. it really makes this character a force to be reckoned with.
There it is. So I was gonna say that I think the biggest thing that Dill has to basically keep in his mind is he needs to get the kills, because we saw last game he got Frozen up to gonna go crazy high percent, and that's all well and good. But if Frozen uses that rage to kill him at like 90, then what good was all that percent?
Right.
So this is really one of those matchups where the kill matters so much. Ooh. Yeah.
And now we're seeing a lot more of that patience that we saw from earlier this evening from Dill. He's forcing the approach from Frozen. He doesn't have to do much. He's sitting comfortably at 71%, still on his first stock.
He's been doing that a lot, actually. Like, I feel like if Frozen was watching the number set, he almost fell for it again. He might have picked up on that. What is that? He like throws banana at the ledge and then he monkey flips, I guess, to cover options. That was such a good grab. Like I was not expecting that counter to come out, but Dill sort of, wow, amazing read there.
Very dominating game 2 from Dill.
That was an answer. That was like a call and response,
Just really like showcasing he's got this matchup on lock. He already knows what needs to be brought to the table, and he was really showcasing. He was comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, this man was moving fluid. He had options for everything Frozen brought to the table.
Absolutely. And we're going to be seeing game 3 now, and it looks like we are going for the standard counter pick in this matchup, which would be Dreamland. So we are getting the exact same thing as numbers, Dill, only it's sort of a little mixed up.
They moved around the pages of the script, but it's the same story. But will it have the same ending is the question.
Yeah, that's the big one. And, great spot dodge, knowing that Diddy Kong has access to that down tilt. And it's safe on shield, so the only way he can really counter that is spot dodge. That was really good on him. Ooh, that was actually really good, because last time Diddy Kong monkey flipped towards the ledge and he got hit by it, and it's like, that time he was ready for it and he just had the nair, So amazing adaptation already from Frozen, picking up on these habits that Dill has shown him. Already Frozen is capitalizing on.
And now sitting here in a stage situation, and Frozen almost getting the pin, but not able to get much else, and even escaping now, giving Dill a chance to control center stage.
Yeah, and this is loser's bracket, so whoever drops this game is out of the tournament. Although it is no small feat getting this far in a bracket that was this stacked.
Absolutely. When you take like the first 15 to 20 seeds, and you could have jumbled those up, and any of those could have been top 8 this evening.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
pretty big.
Gets the sour spot of it, keeping Dill alive at 120.
All right.
If that was on a platform, that would have killed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's definitely one of the sort of double-edged swords of this specific stage in this matchup, is that that should be it. All right, up throw connecting for the kill there. Diddy Kong, he's taking his time on that platform. He's like, okay, let me rethink about my strategy. This is actually the first time I'd say that Frozen really has a handle on what Dill is trying to do. He won game 1, but that was really sort of a clutch comeback situation. This one, it just feels like he's reading Dill and he's in control.
Right.
But let's see if he can maintain that.
We're seeing a lot more of
Unfortunate. I feel like he could have walked a little bit forward and then thrown out the forward smash.
Yeah, the timing was just all over the place on that, but what you were saying earlier with Frozen just having a firm lead on how to play this match, we're seeing a lot smoother movement from him. And a very interesting interaction there, and it's... Oh, no. So I don't know if you call what happened, but Frozen managed to insta-pin where Dill was moving in with a jetpack. So those two clashed.